Hello, friends and family from YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel today. And as usual, my name is Maria. Yesterday was my first day of doing a live audio. And the topic for yesterday was how to inspire your team to become the best. I think the plan for this week, as each day on, my plan is to upload a new video on the same topic on how to inspire your team to get the best team that you want to. My apologies for yesterday's video. It wasn't great. That was my first day of uploading my videos. I think what happened is I left it too late to do the live video, which was at nighttime, and the light wasn't that great. So my apologies, whoever have access to watch that video, which is how to inspire your team to become the best as they can be. So today I decided to do it at least when the sun is still shining. It's a lovely weather today. And I will still continue with the same topic for the rest of this week, maybe following the coming week. Then we now discuss a new topic. Or maybe if you can give your comment below to see what topic to discuss on next week. I'll leave it to you, viewers. So we'll still continue with the same topic on how to inspire your team. I'll just give you a bit of background, my rationale of discussing about this topic. My previous role, I was in a team where I was managing staff, and then I found it quite challenging how to manage staff. Sometimes managing patients is much easier than when you're managing staff. It takes a lot of strategies to put in place for you to get the team that can listen to you and do what is necessarily to be done for patients' safety's sake. So it was challenging, but I went through a lot of reading books, looking, researching on management skills. Even my husband brought me a book on managerial, how to manage a team. I read through it, through internet searching as well. So I did a lot of research on how to get the best team. And trust me, it was really helpful. It does help me. So currently I'm in a new role, and the reason why I decided to bring this topic on is just to pass my knowledge and experience to you as well. And this new role I'm currently on is a new team, by the way. I started it. So it was created just to see what help that needed in the services. So new team, new manager, new staff, everyone is new in this team, and I have to manage this team. And this team has never been, is a new services. How to make this service work to achieve the aim of the service. What is the aim? What is the goal? And what are the objectives? How do you manage the staff so that you can work on to reach that potential goal? First thing I did before the launch of the surveys, the first thing I did first is to reach out to all the team that is supposed to work on this new team, calling them for a team's meeting. It's just without any agenda. So it's just like an icebreaker to get to know the team, because I've never met them before and nobody has never seen me because we haven't started yet. So I call off for a meeting for an icebreaker, and then I sent an apologies. I said, it's just an official meeting. There is no gender behind it. It's come meet and greet. So obviously everybody came, not knowing that, to my surprise, they are all also anxious on, oh, what's the manager is gonna be like. I myself, I was thinking, what is the team gonna be like? Are they gonna listen to me? Because this is a new team, which I've never met before and I've never worked in the service before. What's gonna happen? So I need to meet with them first to know who is who and picking up, because it's very difficult to find out what's the attitude of those staff. You can't find it for one day. You have to build them up together. You have to observe them for several days. So I think that meet and greet meeting I requested for the team, it actually worked. So to break the icebreaker, after greeting and introductions with all of us in the room, and then I requested for 3 questions each for them to answer. It's just to get to know what are their likes, dislikes, or attitude, just to get to know, even if it's a tiny bit, to understand them. Then you will know what team are you working with. So I kind of give them 3 questions to answer, to give 1 lie and 2 truth. And all of us will now anticipate what will be the answer, what is the truth, or what is the false or the lie. So it went well. And you can see the interaction, the engagement in that meeting room with all the team, and you see the laugh. You started seeing like we met for a long time. So we all interacted, we engaged so well. It went so well that we even forgot the time, because the meeting was scheduled for just 1 hour. Trust me, we were there for over 4 hours. And it was so good at the trust, because I requested for hot drinks and cool drinks at that same time, so that there is plenty of drink around, as well as some snacks that was brought to us. So the trust did very well for that day. So I think everybody was so engaged into the topics that we were discussing, just to get to know each other, that we absolutely forgot the time. And then by the time we left, we finished, we completed the meeting, I think some have already made friends at that meetings. And then my approach to them was very free. I put down myself. I behave as if we are all equal through that meeting. So everybody was on to me, asking about my background. What is it gonna be like? What is the team gonna be like? Absolutely, I have no idea what the team is gonna be like, because it's a new team. So I was very honest with them. I told them this is a new team myself. I'm still gonna learn. I said, let's see what the team is gonna be when we launched it. So they are all reassured that, oh, absolutely, so he's a good manager. So I heard them at the background. Oh my. So it really brings down the anxieties, because it's a new team. Nobody knows what they are gonna go into. Okay. So the day when we first launched the services, so all of us came in, because allocation was not done yet, the rota was not done yet, because they were sending me emails and text message, when are we coming? I said, let all of us come on the first day, then we can all sit down and look at the rota and see how we're gonna work it out. So that will happen. So the first day we all came in, we looked at the rota and see how we're gonna work it out. That's what we do. And looking at what support needs as well. So we're looking at support needs, the project, and looking at what paperwork do we need, because the services, there was no documentation at all. So we actually start from the scratch. So what we did, we all sat down and say, what forms or what topics are we going to start with first? What documentation are we going to use? So we all sat down and start writing down what is needed. And then we all allocated according to the skill mix of the staff, and everyone was happy. So we started working on that. That's what we did on the first day. So by the end of the day, we now split out the rota and see who will be working the next day, because the service is a 24-hour service, Monday to Sunday. So we then allocate the shift patterns, who's going to work tomorrow till the end of the week. So that's how we did it. So we break up the hours. So it went so well. So at the moment, as I said, currently, as a manager of a full team, I manage a team of more than 20, including consultants, psychologists, you name them. But what we did, because as a manager, I think people follow by examples. How you put yourself down to your team, how you brought yourself up, how you present yourself to your team, that's how you're going to have a good team together. I'm always approachable. When it comes to decision making, something that I can't give answers to, I'll sit down with the team and say, what do you suggest? What do you think? In your own shoes, if I come to you with this suggestion, what would you advise? And then we open like a dialogue and discuss over it. When it comes to meetings, caseloads, we all sit down at a team. I never take case on my own. I take it to the team. We discuss as a team, agree as a team, and then we put the action plan in place. So even during my absence, if I'm not around, I am very confident with my team at the moment that I have for them to make a concrete decisions. Because decisions are not only made by one person. Decisions are made by the team. We discuss it, we analyze, we challenge each other, but at the end of the day, we make sure that there is a solution at the end of the day before we can end the meeting. So that's how you motivate your team. And one thing I always ensure within my team, I never allowed anyone to be in disagreement or being judgmental to each other. When somebody out of the team bring out a suggestion or an opinion and another staff object to that, I will interrupt immediately and say, let's wait for this staff to finish and give us the rationale. Why did they make this decision? You never know. They have their own opinion. Their opinion is different from yours. So let's listen the reason why this staff said what he said. Let's see the rationale behind that. You never know. We might learn from that. Maybe your view is different from their views. But never object to what your staff or your colleagues' views are. We value them. We value everybody's views and decision making. And then we discuss it as a team. We work on it. If it doesn't work, then we look another discussion on how do we ratify this. But we never object or be judgmental to anybody else's decision when it comes to decision making. We discuss it as a team. But as I said, we valued everyone's opinion. So it makes the teams feel very valued. It makes them not to be anxious or be afraid to come up with their own views. So it makes them feel free to talk. Like I said, I do learn a lot from those who are below me. Sometimes if you hear what they discuss, when you have a discussion about something to make a decision, and then and the one below you will say, oh, I have another idea. How about doing this? And actually sometimes you work though. So I never undermined my staff when it comes to decision making. We explore it. If it doesn't work, we can say, okay, this is why, the reason why this doesn't work. So how about we try it this way? So at the moment, overall, I will say I am very, very happy with the team I have. and it takes a really hard work for it to work at this day. And one of the qualities I will advise as a leader is to stay calm, to have the patience, and to have a good listening ears to your team. Your ears, even when you're working, it should be around you. Listen to what your staff are saying or what are they doing. You need to be a good observation leader as well. Those are the key fundamental as a good leader. Good listening, good observation skills, and the major part of it is a good communication. How do you communicate with your team? I think with communication, I might bring in a new audio on that one. So maybe let's leave it for tomorrow. Like I said, I promise to upload new video on a daily basis now. So maybe tomorrow might be, the topic will be on communication. How do you communicate with your team for them to understand what is required from them? So that will be the next topic for tomorrow. So I don't want to take much of your time because I don't want the video to go too long, and I'm not too sure if the picture if the picture is perfect at the moment. So I don't want to take you that long. As you can see, lovely weather, even though it's still sunny. So we'll leave the topic for tomorrow to discuss about communication. How do you communicate with your team? Effective communication is always a key to not just as a leader, but also at your workplace. So that will be the next topic for tomorrow. So I will say from now, thank you so much for those who are listening to me. If you find this audio or this video very useful, please leave a comment on the section below. And thank you so much for listening to me. And my apologies if the video doesn't speak well. That's the reason why I came out, just to see the lovely weather here, and it's so sunny and bright. And I'll make sure that I will never do an audio at night again. Thank you so much, viewers. Thank you. Take care. Bye.